Jump off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And welcome. You are tuned into Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on NBC News Radio, KCAA, AM 1050, FM 102.3, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, Audible, Amazon Music, and more, because this is a show about hope and happiness, and it is my job. It is my mission. It's a Happy 88 mission. 88 million more happy people in the next 8 years. And I'm counting you in that number. It was actually 8 million people, but we hit that almost. We were at 6.8 million before I went to the morning show. Thanks to, I was on tour in Philippines and in China right before COVID hit. But because of the TV, I was on the number one TV station there, ABS-CBN, with Jessica Cox, my speaking partner, #LimitlessWomen. We hit several million with that interview, and then several million in China. I was actually 10 miles from Wuhan in November. So talk about good timing. Made it back, and apparently the flight right after we left in the airport, they began checking temperatures. I just found that out recently. So, but anyways, I say that because my 8 million is now 88 million, because of course I'm into stretch goals, and I probably won't hit that number before I pass on to the other side, but it's a good goal to be after. So thank you for continuing to join me in the morning on the way to wherever you're going. It is the holiday week end coming up, or this Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday, giving thanks, because there's always something to be grateful for. And today is November 24th, and it is National Celebrate Your Unique Talent Day. So if you have been told that you're good for nothing, or there's nothing special about you, today I want you to know the truth. Though that is BS. That's a belief system that someone who either felt threatened by you or was well-meaning but more mean than well, they put that on you, and you do not have to wear that anymore, because every single person on this planet has a unique gift, talent, and ability, and our only job in life is to find out what that is and hone it. And just to let you know too, you don't have to be a superstar rock star or actor or musician that has tons of views or likes or albums or awards. You know, I'm going to tell you this little story that I loved from my big brother, Michael Bernard Beckwith. Flowers give off a beautiful vibration or energy. So this is your metaphysics lesson for the day. For those of you who think you're just flesh and blood, we're actually energetic beings. We have a sphere of energy that vibrates around us. Some people walk in a room and you feel they don't have to say a word, and you feel their positive energy. Hopefully I'm one of those. And then there's other people that walk around, and as soon as they come in the room, it just like sucks all the energy out of it. Those are people with low vibrating energies. So, and if you think about it, when you die in the hospital, when is the point of when you die or pass on to the other side? It's not when you're brain dead, because you're still kept alive. It is not when you are not breathing anymore, because there's breathing instrumentation. It's actually when that line goes flat. And what is that line measuring? That line is measuring your pulse, which is energy. So we are all alive because of this energy that runs through us. So that being said, we all emit positive energy, and some of us give it where everybody sees us. So obviously I'm one of those. I'm very visible. I like being in front of the camera. I found out that I'm Leo in 5 planets, which means I can't help myself. I have to be in front. I have to win. I have to be in front of a camera. And I'm a very visible, what Michael called a flower. So I'm seen by many. There's many people who are equally gifted and talented as those in front, and they raise their vibration at the top of the mountain where there's less people to see where they are or who they are or what they're saying. They don't have to say anything. By their very existence, working behind the scene or writing or writing music or whatever they're producing, those behind the scenes or not quite in front of people are equally as important. We all have a unique contribution and energy to give in this thing called life. You are one of a kind, wonderful. No one else has what you have and are who you are. And same goes for me, same goes for everyone. It's just like the leaves on the tree, the blades of grass, the drops of water in the ocean and the grains of sand on the beach, not one, and the snowflakes, of course, not one the same. That's who we are as human kind, emphasis on kind, each one of us. So I'm hoping today, because it is National Unique Talent, celebrating your unique talent day, that you take this to heart. And any of the voices in your head that have said, you're not all that, or who do you think you are? Today's the last day. You can say, thank you very much, but that's not true, because it is not. I know who you are. I know what you're capable of. And we all have that beautiful, one-of-a-kind, wonderful energy about us. So let's claim it today. Okay? Especially because November 24th is Celebrate Your Unique Talent Day. So what is that? And don't listen to the voices. Speaking of the voices, it's a tool that I use in my book, 8 Ways to Happiness from Wherever You Are. A lot of us don't like ourselves because of that voice in our head. So it's a great gift, but I'm going to give 8 again today because it's the holidays of my audiobook to 8 Ways to Happiness from Wherever You Are. There's exercises specifically to isolate those voices and find out who's talking, you know, like that movie, Who's Talking Now? And in the old days, they would say, you know, if you hear voices talking in your head, you're crazy. And I'm here to tell you that if you do not understand and are aware of and have a way to soothe those voices in your head, you're going to be driving your car off a cliff. And we don't want to do that at all. Okay. So the first 8 people to go to, let's go to my Instagram, Doc Balance, and message me and put down voices. We'll get a promo code to get my audiobook, 8 Ways to Happiness from Wherever You Are. And that's your Asian Oprah giveaway. All right. And if you don't want to wait for that and you want to get the audiobook as well as my children's book, Mommy What Are Feelings, as well as my Tai Chi download, as well as the 21-day fast from complaining, as well as some original music. That is one of my talents, is to write and sing music. I'm a retired lounge lizard, but that whole package is $88 value. And for the holidays, you can get it for $28. And that's a donation to my nonprofit, 8 Ways to Happiness from Wherever You Are. Oh, no, that's the name of the book. The nonprofit 501c is 8 Ways to Happiness. And it helps teens, kids, and young adults who have temporarily forgotten their birthright to happiness. Okay? Finally, it is National Deal Week this entire week. In case you didn't know, If you actually, Black Friday is not something that I grew up with because I was born in Canada. So when I first came, I did not understand all of that around Black Friday, but thanks to my daughters, I do now. And at the risk of feeding your consumerism, which is not the fast lane to happiness, because if you think about it, when you really want something like a new dress, how happy are you? Maybe an hour, and then it sits in the closet, or a new pair of shoes, maybe 2 hours, a new car, maybe a month, a new house, maybe a year. But all of those things that we think we got to have to make us happy have a shelf life. That was a thought that came to me yesterday. So I want to challenge you. I'm not taking away your happiness, but is it possible to take a more direct route to happiness? If you think you need these things to be happy, is it possible to be happy even if you don't have those things? Because that's law of attraction. That's the little, I wouldn't say it's a trick, but it's really interesting. If you really appreciate where you are, then all of a sudden, all the things that you want will materialize. But if you keep noticing that you don't have them, they will not materialize. So there's your little Happy 88 challenge. I want to this week, this National Deal Week, this National Giving Thanks focus. Can you be appreciative of all the things that you have now and all that you are as a person? And all that you've experienced, can you be in real 88% pure appreciation and watch what happens? Okay? All right. Now, I want to come back and bring you a plethora of beautiful on location clips. I'm telling you, I had the best time. I went to report on many events, and unfortunately, for many of them, I was the only news source to come and cover the event, which was kind of sad because they were all amazing. So I wanted to bring them on my show, even though the majors weren't there. I'm the minor, the happy minor, to cover. I have Crime Survivors holiday giveaway, and I have the story behind Crime Survivors Network, the organization, from the current executive director. I have a soundbite with the president of the National Food Bank. I got to cover the food giveaway brought by the ICNA Relief, which is a Muslim organization that gives to not just Muslims, but everybody. And that was in Fullerton. And then last but not least, Sweet Alice, who is just so amazing. This was the first time I got to have a real conversation with her. So when we come back, all of those news coverages are here for you to enjoy and to know that there's so much good going on out there. So don't go away. We'll be right back with Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show on KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And we're back. You're tuned into Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on NBC News, CNBC News, and NBC Sports Radio, KCAA, AM 1050, FM 102.3, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere, including my YouTube channel, almost at 250,000 views. And it has so many things besides my show, like those of you who enjoy my singing, and there are some that have actually said that I'm a retired lounge lizard, as well as a playlist with my red carpet interviews, Halle Berry, John Travolta, Lieutenant Uhura, gold medal gymnasts, Melissa Etheridge. All of those are available, as well as my short film called The New PPP, Post-Pandemic Possibilities. So please do enjoy those. If you free subscribe, you'll get an alert when every new show drops at 8 in the morning. And without further ado, here's my special celebration of my favorite holiday, giving thanks, with a plethora of amazing people and organizations who do so much to give back. Enjoy. Could you say and spell your name?
Janet Wilson Ergen.
And why are you here?
I'm actually on the board of directors. I've known Patricia since day one.
And what are we doing here today?
We are helping over, 250 families between today and tomorrow, I know. So 500 people, just really spreading some joy during this really tough time of the year for some. So it's always such a wonderful event to volunteer for.
Absolutely. And Crime Survivors is a nonprofit.
Yes.
So how did this whole Crime Stoppers organization start?
Yeah, so basically in the very beginning, I was working for Boomers, and I was in need of a caterer to do all of our special events. And I ran across Patricia. The minute I met her, we hit it off, and I knew she was the person for me. And we did several events together, and the night of her attack, we actually had a really large event here scheduled, and she wasn't here. And I had found out that that's when the attack had happened. And so the story begins there because, as you may know, with victims of crime, especially back then, before Marcy's Law, victims were not allowed to be in the courtroom while their trials were going. I sat through the entire trial every day for her because she couldn't be in there.
Oh,
and
wow.
So
and she was attacked by
her personal trainer.
I'm sorry,
her personal trainer. So
attacked her,
wrapped her with saran wrap, tried to kill her. So it was a very brutal. She was able to escape.
Oh my Lord.
And unfortunately, he was found guilty, but he only served a very short minimum. I think it was 9 or 11 months.
Oh no.
In prison. But she decided to take that opportunity, and actually, her business may have kind of suffered from that, but what she really earned from that was to become this organization. And from day one, from our very first Crime Survivors Run walk to this moment, I've always been a part of it. I've always tried to be here for her, and it's an amazing thing. You just watch her. Anybody?
Yes, I'm going to pan across.
Yeah.
This is a day at Boomers. The crime. We're getting a wave over there. Crime Survivors. Thank you. I was going to say Crime Stoppers because that's what they. And then in the background here, they're giving away turkeys and wonderful gift baskets, and your partner I just interviewed is the association president of the sheriffs, which is like, how cool is that?
Yes.
You know, so I'm grateful that I got to meet you. Please tell Patricia that she also gets Dr. Marissa's Beneficial Presence on the Planet Award, as well as you and your organization. I just love my job. I love being able to highlight people that are taking darkness, which is what happened to her, and turned it into a beautiful light organization.
Absolutely. Thank you. God bless you for what you do too.
Thank you.
Good morning. This is Dr. Marissa reporting live. You know me as the Asian Oprah, and you know that I love to find good news around our local neighborhoods, and this is in Orange County, and it's a great event, and I have someone special behind me who's going to explain what's going on and tell me why he's here.
Hi, my name is Juan Veramontes. I'm the president of the Association of Orange County Deputy Sheriffs. We're here to basically give back. You know, we're helping out, loading everything, because we're fortunate enough to be able to have enough food for ourselves, but there's a lot of people that are suffering right now, and that's why we're here. We want to make sure we fill as much as we can and give back to the community.
Fantastic. And you have one of your deputies behind you with
Yes, I do. He's here. He can introduce himself with his daughter also.
Yes.
Deputy
Hi.
Taylor, and this is my daughter Alexis, and yes, we're here to help out as much as we can.
Fantastic. And here I'm going to move around. You can see in the background there's a lot of food and goodies, and it's a day of fun at Boomers. For those who have lost someone, is there a particular, the group I guess is Crime Survivors? Yes,
ma'am.
Okay, and
They
they're
teamed
doing
up with the Association of Orange County Deputy Sheriffs. We represent about 2,900 active law enforcement officers and about 1,500 retirees out there.
Yes, and this is the time for me to spotlight what's good about our police force and those who serve and protect. This is Dr. Marissa reporting. This is something I do at the end of every show. You ready? Peace in.
Peace in.
Peace out.
Peace out.
World peace.
World peace.
Through inner peace.
Through inner peace.
Thank you so much. Good morning, this is Dr. Marissa reporting live. You know me as the Asian Oprah, and you know that I love to cover things that are good about the community, about us, about organizations that help others, and today's no exception. Please introduce yourself and tell me why you're here.
Yes, I'm Michael Flood. I'm the CEO of the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank, and we're doing one of our drive-through distributions here at Irvin Magic Johnson Park in South Los Angeles in partnership with the County of Los Angeles.
Fantastic. And I just came from Sweet Alice down in Watts, so I just love the fact that we're helping all over. About how many families do you think are going to be helped today through this drive-through?
Between 1,000 and 2,000. As we publicize these distributions, we never know how many will be coming through, but we try to bring enough food based on what we think the estimate will be to make sure everyone is served.
And this is just in time for Thanksgiving. It's giving thanks, giving back. How can people support you?
Well, people can go to lafoodbank.org and they can volunteer, they can donate funds, they can also click on Find Food to see one of our local partners in their community, and they can also help and contribute there and volunteer there.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot. Peace in, peace out, world peace through inner peace. Dr. Marissa reporting live here in Los Angeles County. Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marissa. You know me as the Asian Oprah, reporting live in Fullerton today, where I have a great group of people who are providing not just food and turkeys today, but they do it on a monthly basis. So I'm going to have them introduce themselves and tell me what you're doing.
So it's Abdullah Zakaria from ICNA Relief, Area Manager for Southern California.
This is Iman Harwani. I'm the food pantry coordinator. We have food distribution on a monthly basis. We have diaper distribution, free clinic, and free counseling. So call us anytime, 714-399-4571, extension 4. We're ready to help everyone.
Wonderful. So you don't have to be Muslim to receive the support?
No, absolutely not. We're open to every background. As long as they need the help, they can come to ICNA Relief, whether it is counseling services they need medical clinic services, they need food, diapers, they need anything else that they need. We try to help them as best as we can.
Wonderful.
We prefer them to be visit in Orange County to receive food and diapers only, and they need to be on low income or limited income.
Right.
And if they're in Los Angeles County, definitely we have 6 locations that we do in LA, and we also are in San Diego County as well.
Fantastic. And what does ICANN stand for?
Islamic Circle of North America. We're based, and of course we're the relief portion of it, so we're a separate entity as far as the ICNA goes. But the ICNA stands for the Islamic Circle of North America, and we're the relief. All we do is domestic relief. It's all in the United States. We do have a disaster relief program, where we go to hurricane sites, wildfire sites, any earthquake site, any place that people need help. We work with FEMA to provide those services.
Wonderful.
We are in 26 states. Our headquarters in New York.
Wonderful. I'm going to give you both Dr. Marissa's Beneficial Presence on the Planet Award for the work that you do.
Thank you
so much. Dr. Marissa reporting live. You know me as the Asian Oprah, and I'm here in Fullerton, and I covered this really great event. It's a turkey giveaway by a Muslim group that is providing it to anyone, and they insisted that I go home with a pie. They actually first wanted to give me a turkey, and I'm like, no, leave the turkey for the people, but I am going to accept the pie. And I just love this. Honestly, this is probably the first on location where they insist that I get something to go. So I wanted to just say thank you for all the work that you do, and of course, and God bless everyone. Yes, peace in. Happy Thanksgiving.
So when we come back, last but not least, Sweet Alice. So don't go away. We'll be right back with Take My Advice, I'm Not Using It. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show on KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind.
back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And we're back. You're tuned into Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on NBC News, CNBC News, and NBC Sports Radio, KCAA, AM 1050, FM 102.3, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere, including my YouTube channel, almost at 250,000 views. And it has so many things besides my show, like those of you who enjoy my singing, and there are some that have actually said that I'm a retired lounge lizard, as well as a playlist with my red carpet interviews, Halle Berry, John Travolta, Lieutenant Uhura, gold medal gymnasts, Melissa Etheridge. All of those are available, as well as my short film called The New PPP, Post-Pandemic Possibilities. So please do enjoy those. If you free subscribe, you'll get an alert when every new show drops at 8 in the morning. And without further ado, here's my special celebration of my favorite holiday, giving thanks with a plethora of amazing people and organizations who do so much to give back. Enjoy. Well, I hope you enjoyed those as much as I enjoyed filming them and bringing them to you. I hope you support any and all of those organizations because they are out there doing incredible work and caring. And when we come back, it is time for some questions and answers from a spotlight. And when we come back, it's a spotlight interview with me. I'm taking from my caller network, and there's some interesting questions and answers there for you that might be feeling a little bit sentimental during the holidays. There's a caller talking about her friend that she lost. I know it's a tough time, but you do not have to have the holiday blues. When we come back on Take My Advice, I'm Not Using It, Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind. And we're back. You're tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm Not Using It. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, NBC News Radio channels, AM 1050, FM 102.3, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Spreaker. There's so many. iTunes, Audible, Amazon Music. All there because I want to splatter more hope and happiness on you. And as promised, last but not least, Sweet Alice.
And this is about to happen. We're going live on KTLA, and Sweet Alice in downtown in Watts at her annual 57-year tradition of providing free turkeys. And she's on camera now, waving. And it's so wonderful to see her happy. I just got a nice spot interview that I'll be putting on the air tomorrow. Good morning. This is Dr. Marissa reporting live. You know me as the Asian Oprah. And I'm here in Watts with a figure who absolutely is well known to everyone. Her name is Sweet Alice. And she's doing something that she's been doing for how many years, Sweet Alice?
57 years.
57 years, and she's overseeing the giveaway.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
yes. So go ahead and take this.
Wait, all right. All right.
Hold that.
All right.
And tell me, what makes you tick?
Well, actually, it was 11, and I'm from Alabama. Hear that, Bama? It was 11 in our family. And we would always sit on the curb and during Christmas time. And my mother and father would be there and say, well, we didn't have anything this year. We'll try next year. We sit on the curb and see the children playing, and we hide around, and we would cry. I know how they feel. Then when I came here to watch and saw how things was in here, said, I ain't going to move. I'm going to improve. I'm going to straighten this place out, and we're going to take care of these children. They ain't going to be hungry. I'm going to make sure they're going to have everything they want every year.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We started it. 300 bites for Christmas, 400 bites for 400 turkeys. And for the first day of school start, we had with 1,100 backpacks, shoes and clothes for them to start to school right. I know how they feel, and I know when they grin. I know what that means, because I know how we grin when we got something. I know what it means. You feel good. You don't feel left out. You don't feel like don't nobody care. Nobody love me. Why should I be living? We don't let them do that no more.
Oh, that's beautiful. And
they want to live. They want to go to school, and every one of them want to go to college.
That's beautiful.
And that's what we working on.
Yeah.
I had 9, and every one of them finished college. I'm gonna make sure the rest of them finish college.
That's beautiful. How young are you now?
87. 87, baby.
And
working for God.
Oh.
He said, whatever you do for the least ones out there, you working for me, and I'm gonna pay you. Don't you see how he paid me with my age, with my looks, and I'm still working?
You are so beautiful.
Thank you.
And out.
Yes,
and,
yes.
I'm giving you Dr. Marissa's Beneficial Presence on the Planet Award.
All right.
Not much, but it's a recognition.
Thank you.
What I do is cover good news, people who are doing things and not just talking about it.
That's worth it, because them kids need to hear that it is somebody still care.
That's right.
Find us and get what you want.
That's beautiful. So how do people support you?
Well, they give me donations. And that's why I have the press out here.
Right.
I want them to know I'm doing exactly what I say I'm going to do. So I know so many say they ain't doing nothing.
Right.
I'm doing what I say I'm going to do with their money.
Right.
That's what we're doing.
That's beautiful.
And we'll always do that.
Yeah. So if you Google Sweet Alice, do you know the website that she's at? Yes.
I saw you last week.
Yes, you did.
At POW
90059 90059
at yahoo.com.
At yahoo.com.
And the phone number is
323 566 7556. Thank you, darling. We're going to support Sweet Alice. We're going to get the word out. God bless you.
All right, get the word out, baby. And God bless you. We love you. We love you.
I love you too.
That's my hug. That's mine.
That's mine. Oh, I'm going to tell Michael. Okay.
I'm so thankful for coming out. We met her last week at Mr. Rambo's event.
That's
so
right.
Thank you, ma'am, for coming out.
Of course. And I got your flyer. And can you do this, Sweet Alice?
Yeah.
Peace in.
Let me help.
Peace in.
Peace in. Peace in.
Out. World peace.
She coming right now.
World peace.
Through inner peace.
Through inner peace. Right
yes, you know that.
All right. All right.
Morning, Dr. Marissa reporting live. You know me as the Asian Oprah, and I'm here in Watts, and we're covering this fabulous story every year, Sweet Alice, and I ran into one of my media buddies from KTLA, and he told me this really cute story that I had to get him to come and tell me when I put this on the air tomorrow. All right, so introduce yourself.
David Lopez from KTLA.
And what happened?
Well, 4 years ago, I was here covering the event like I am today in 2017. And there was a woman here that, caught my attention one way or another. And she was here volunteering her time. And one thing led to another. We introduced each other, one to another. And, we had a lot of things in common, as we found out. And 4 years later, we're engaged.
Aww.
And hopefully getting married next May.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Is she here today?
No, she's not here. She's working. But 4 years ago, she was volunteering her time. So here I am 4 years later, kind of reminiscing of when we met. Yep.
Yeah, Sweet Alice does amazing
She does an amazing
stuff.
thing for the community.
Yes, she does.
Yes,
she does. What's your Thanksgiving message for everybody?
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I know it's been tough the last year and a half, 2 years, and we will get through it.
Yep.
We've made it this far. I think, the light is at the end of the tunnel.
Is not that of an oncoming train?
No. Not quite. But I think, we got to hang tough a little bit longer, and, God bless everybody and happy holidays.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And let's get a little background shot. There's all the turkeys. And I'm just so grateful that one of the majors came to cover this today, KTLA. You actually was on your show with the Find Heidi Plank story.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So, okay.
But on the other side.
Yeah.
But we're
good.
still praying for her and just knowing that everybody, everybody's going to be okay.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Best of luck and happy holidays
Thank
to
you.
Thank
too.
you.
So what did you just say to me, Sweet Alice?
Oh my goodness, you gonna do for me what the devil don't never do. Leave me alone.
I love you so much.
Bye.
I would love, and as promised, Here's my spotlight interview with questions about what should I be doing with my life and how do I get over the death of my friend. Enjoy. And today is call-in week. That means I get to talk to people I don't know and say things I don't know I'm going to say, because I love these shows, because I am in the zone and I really want to help you balance your life tires and smog check your stinking thinking so you can be happy 88% of the time. If you want to be in line with Dr. Marissa, the kinder, gentler Dr. Laura, then please do message me. And we have a beautiful caller. Her name is Shonda. Welcome to the show. And
thank you, Dr. Pate. It's Shonda.
I thank you for that. Shonda.
No, but it's okay. Speak of a Honda, you'll remember.
There we go. Well, it's Shonda. Chandra is the producer.
Shonda.
The producer or the owner of Sunset Gower Studios. Is it Shonda or Chandra? It's Chandra rhymes.
Shonda.
Oh, it is Shonda.
No,
rhymes.
D-A.
Oh, it is. Both of you are the same. It's a good. Thank you for that correction. I think I've been saying her name wrong. But anyways, it's a great name. And before we launch into your question, I love to connect with you through breath. So if you wouldn't mind putting your feet on the ground, your palms up in your lap, gently close your eyes, listen to the sound of my voice, and then breathe in through your nose. And then release your breath through the mouth. Soft shoulders, soft elbows, soft knees. Another deep breath in through the nose. And releasing all the stories and the drama. And one more deep breath in. You're connecting with me through chi, eternal energy. And release. And gently open your eyes. Come back to the room.
Okay, so my question for you is, what are some of the steps that you teach your clients on how to achieve happiness?
Good. So that can correspond with any of the three categories, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. When are you the unhappiest? So we can figure out a place, because you sound like a pretty happy person. So are you asking this for yourself, or are you asking this as a teacher for others?
Actually, both, but more so for myself, so I can continue in that and then be able to help others that may need it.
Okay. So let's start with what makes you happiest. Name 3 things. So take a breath. When are you happiest?
Believe it or not, I'm happiest when I make it to my birthday. And I just had a birthday recently, because it's another opportunity for me to make it to another year, because I think about friends and family who haven't.
Okay.
That really helps me.
Okay.
Because I can do things that they can't do.
Right. So that gives me a little clue. Are you unhappy when you think about people who have not made the birthday? Is that a point of unhappiness?
It's in a sense, because sometimes I think that I've made it to another achievement, but they haven't, depending on when things have happened.
Okay.
Like, for instance, a friend of mine, she just recently passed away 2 years ago, and she never got a chance to achieve the things that she wanted to, not everything. And it hurts because she can't achieve it, but in a way, I can do it for her.
Okay. So let's look at that. And this is actually, I don't know if you're aware that I have a best-selling book that just came out.
No.
Oh, good. I get to do a commercial.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Well, yes.
So it's called 8 Ways to Happiness from Wherever You Are, which is kind of uncanny that you're asking me that question. I thought you'd gotten the book, which is why I thought you asked the question. So I actually have listed out 8 ways to happiness from wherever you are in this book. And I'm grateful it made 6 best-selling categories, number 1 2 weeks ago, as well as 3 book medals. So the upside of all of that means happiness is trending. And the fact that you're asking me a question about happiness is really funny. So I'll tell you that the places that people naturally get stuck in unhappiness that's chapter 2, loss. So when people are thinking about people who have lost their lives, they fall into this point of unhappiness. First chapter is loneliness. Third is shame. 4th is heartbreak. 5th is hatred. 6th is fear. 7th is perfectionism. And 8 is out of control. So those are the top ways that people are kind of marinating in some unhappiness. Does this sound familiar at all?
Yes.
Okay. So pick one of those that you want to talk about, that you fall into.
The grief.
The grief. Okay, perfect. So that's my guess. So if you carry a BS, a belief system that life is finite and that when people die, it's over, then yes, you are going to be sad. And you're going to be sad for anyone who dies before their time. You're going to be sad for people who even die after a long life because you think they are gone forever. You think that it's over. Okay. And that's how many people believe. Okay. People who are very religious believe that there's a heaven and we're here just in a holding pattern until we really get to heaven and become, one with the angels and have a wonderful life there. Buddhists, same thing, the end of suffering. So my BS, my belief system that gets me out of feeling so much pain and grief from loss is I choose to know that life is eternal. I choose to believe that we are all energy. I choose to believe that we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. And I want to thank you for bringing this up because it's one of my favorite theories that maybe is not proven, but I do know that since I've adopted this belief system, my life is unbelievably joyful because really nothing, even when my father dies of lymphoma before his time, and I used to remember him every anniversary or of his death or every birthday, every Christmas, every Thanksgiving, every Father's Day, I'd go into this depression missing my father or, watching my children missing him, not being there to enjoy his grandkids. And this missing and that sense of loss was pretty debilitating. I've lost other people, my best friend Michael from cancer, my colleagues, Dr. Jimmy, Dr. Carl McCraven, my surrogate dad. So I could spend pretty much a lot of my life in that pain of loss as soon as I remember those who've passed, because I think that life is finite. But here's what I've discovered about life. So come with me and envision someone in a hospital bed right now, maybe your friend. And if she was in the hospital and she was hooked up to a machine, so anyone who's hooked up to a machine in a hospital, I think everyone's seen that, right? You if nothing else, you've seen it on TV. What is the point of death? Is the point of death when someone stops breathing? No, because they're still on a ventilator, correct? Right? They can be kept alive. How about brain dead, when there's no more brain waves? Are you dead when you have no more brain waves? No, because you can still be kept alive, right? What is the point of death, or what I call transition? What is that point? Well, if you look at the monitor, there's this thing called a beat, right? That beat, what is that beat? It's your heartbeat, right? But what is that beat measuring? That is a current of energy. It is a joule of energy. I love that play on word. Joule of life that is energy. So the point of death is when that energy leaves the body. Now, they've done studies to measure the energy in the room after death. Guess what? There is no change in the energy. The energy lasts forever. The body does not. We are eternal, energetic beings who come down and take a life form for what I call, this thing called life, a journey to learn and experience and have the experience. And I don't know if you're Shirley MacLaine, you come in more than once. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to think that I come down more than once, but I came down into this life. In fact, I actually go as far, because I'm a visual person, to, can you vision with me where your girlfriend is right now? She's lined up in a ride, kind of like Disney, Legoland. I don't want to have favorites. Knott's Berry Farm. We're in a line coming down. We're energetic beings, and we're like, this time I want to feel. And last time I came down, I said, I want to feel power. I want to come down to this lifetime and feel power. So guess what? I got on the ride, I got to Earth, and I got birthed into a family where I was beaten as a child, because what better place to learn about power than to be in a position of powerlessness? I'm not dead. My energy, your girlfriend is not dead. My father is not dead. Michael's not dead. Dr. Jimmy's not dead. Anyone who's lived on this planet who goes out is not gone. They are just transitioned. They are just in a different place. And from what I know, from all the reports, that's not a bad place. Everybody who's returned, well, not everybody, but 90%. Tony does a show on the supernatural. He talks to a lot of people. My sound engineer today is the owner of UBN. Tony Sweet, say hi. So he talks to a lot of people who have passed on and come back. And almost all of them have had a light, a sense of peace, a sense of love, a sense of joy. I mean, why do we grieve when people go to a place where they're happy? Tell me that. So your girlfriend is probably accomplishing more right now, either on the other side cheering for you, or she's come back. So there's really no need to grieve people who are not here anymore. Now, that sounds horrible. If you think I'm saying, are you saying we should celebrate when people die? I am not saying that at all. You darn well better feel the loss. You darn well better be sad for a California minute. Because, of course, you feel sad because that person was a beautiful person in your life. They taught you about love. They taught you about life. They taught you about relationships. Every single person who's passed has played a role in creating who you are. And you better darn right miss them. However, this is the balance tool. You asked your question at the very beginning. How can I be happier, and in the time of loss? The balance tool is called remembering them whole. You do not remember people in their last minute, in their last month, in their last hour, in their last year. You do not remember people about what they were not able to experience, were not able to do, were not able to accomplish. That's your choice. You can do that, but I guarantee you it'll make you feel bad. Your ability is to remember them, grab your neck, pull it to 88,000 feet, and look down at their life and say, wow. Look at what they were able to do and be and have, and look at how beautifully they contributed to my life and how blessed I am to have had them as part of their life. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Happier?
Yes, that actually puts things in perspective. Thank you.
And I hope you enjoyed those questions and answers. If you'd like to call in, if you'd like your question answered by Dr. Marissa on the air, please do contact me at drmarissa.life. Put in caller. We'll pre-record it as we're continuing to do. We'll put you on the air. I'll answer your question, even though, it's take my advice. I'm not using it, but it's okay. I'm told it's really good advice. So drmarissa.life, put in caller, and I'll have my people contact your people and we'll get you on the air. And that is it for show number 583, but who's counting? So grateful to have been on the air since May 1st, 2012. Still ticking, orange bunny drumming. Thank you for your support. Again, if you'd like to help me out, then all you need to do is shop on Amazon. Go to Smile Amazon, put in 8 Ways to Happiness, and then portion of your shopping during the holidays will help my nonprofit. Thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving. This is Dr. Marissa reporting live from my living room during the pandemic, reminding you that it's all about balance, peace in, peace out, world peace through inner peace. Have the best Thanksgiving ever.